Wow, did you hear that? There's a big Harley driving past. How does it get any better than that? I'm sitting here in Rome at a cute little Italian restaurant. All sorts of weird and wonderful things are happening here. I've been receiving a lot of personal messages on Facebook, people asking me questions, and I suddenly realized today that a lot of those questions are such a huge contribution to me and to the person that's asking them. And I would really love for all of you that are sending me those amazing frigging questions in a personal mail to either put it here on my Facebook page and actually ask the question on my Facebook page, or continue to ask them in a personal message. But what we're looking at here is the gift of asking questions, because those personal messages are often they're such a gift in that they are not just talking, they're not just asking a question that is pertaining to them, although they may think it is in their own personal life. But every time that you are willing to ask that question, everybody else on the planet who has a similar sort of question, everybody else who is going through a similar sort of thing or energy, that question can open up something for them too. And that's why I'm doing this video today, is to invite you to be more of the question, to invite you to ask that question, even if it seems to be personal. Because a lot of the personal questions that you're asking are actually pertaining to so many other people on the planet. You'd be amazed at the number of questions that I get from people who are on different parts of the planet that are asking almost exactly the same question. It might be a relationship question, it might be a money question, it might be a simple question like, what is POD and POC? You know, and these questions can open up such a space, such an amazing different way of being with each other, because we're not disconnected, we're not separate from each other. This is what this reality is trying to create for us, separateness. Now, Facebook is this amazing, incredible platform that has been created so people can connect with each other, so that we can have less separateness. Now, I know I see a lot of people saying, you know, what happened to a simple conversation with somebody down at the pub or with your family or friends or whatever. It's all now gone onto the internet. But there are so many of us that can be using this this internet, this Facebook, to create a totally different reality. And for me, it's such an amazing gift. So, when we ask a question, what happens is it goes in. This is the ask. So we ask the question, and it goes into this space which we are all connected to. And every time that you ask and be a question, it drops into that space and then permeates through every molecule in the universe. And I'm not just talking about the molecules on the planet here, I'm talking about every single molecule in the universe. We'll start to create a different, start to create possibilities, start to create different possibilities. And if you're asking that question from the willingness to change it, not that you have to, but just the willingness to change it, and ask that question from the willingness to receive every possibility that that question can magically create. Oh, did you see the light just go on then? That is so cool. Wow. Then what happens is you have the whole of consciousness having your back, creating a different possibility. Then you get to choose any one of those. Now for me, that's terribly exciting. It's amazingly exciting. Hi Alice from Prince Edward Island. That's in Canada, yeah? And Paula from Nelson in, I assume, New Zealand. Hi Maureen. Yeah. Many of our choices, many of our questions are actually not cognitive. They're not something that we think of. They're something more that we be, and those are the ones that actually change things. So when you actually be that energy, you just take a moment to lower your barriers and then be that energy of your question. You know, you might not actually be able to cognitively think about it, or the words may come up. Oh, why don't we ask a question like that? What question? What would it take for the words to show up that would allow me to ask the question? And then ask. Be that energy, drop it into the space, and now receive. Receive all of the possibilities that question is creating. That is the contribution that you can be to the planet. That is the contribution that you can be to yourself. That is the simultaneity of gifting and receiving. And it is so frigging cool, and it's so easy, and it's so simple. Even a dimwit like me can do it. How does it get really, truly any better than this? This is the magic of asking, question, choosing, possibilities, receiving, and contribution, gifting and receiving simultaneously. Hi, Owie. Hi, Ellen. Oh, sorry, it's Liv. Sorry. And I would like to share that with you. I would like the world to know how easy it is to ask and receive. That's our magic. Would you be willing to share this video with 100 people today so that everybody has this information and awareness that will allow us all to start asking, being the question, and creating a different reality? One where there's no limitations, no separation, but a contribution of gifting and receiving from every molecule in the universe. Would there be any wars? Would there be any pestilence? Would there be any disease? Will we have any money problems if this was the way that we created our lives? Wow. Or would then it just be a choice? Hey, thanks Phoebe. I'm gonna go now. Catch you later. And what question can you be or ask today that's gonna create a totally different reality? Ciao. Kisses to Owie.